I'm just going to follow on with that, just a few more names. If you got in the ring tomorrow with them, in the shape you're in right now, you've finished camp, how does it go? KSI, tomorrow you two fight.
Of course I'd beat KSI. I can't sit here and admit that any man would beat me when I'm in my best physical condition. I just have to admit some are harder than others. I can give a number out of 10. KSI's a 5 out of 10.
What's Tommy Fury?
6.
What's Jake Paul?
7. 6, 7. About the same as Tommy.
This all ends with Andrew Tate standing dead center in Misfits Boxing, holding every ounce of leverage, while KSI watches his own empire start slipping through his fingers. And if that sounds wild, don't move, because the way this unfolded was colder, pettier, and way more calculated than anyone saw coming.
There's a scenario where I knock out KSI. There's a scenario where I knock out anyone on the planet. He's an idiot. I tried to be nice to him a few times on Twitter when he was fighting and tried to show him respect, and he just replied, stupid. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's a little bit low IQ. Like, I tried to be his friend, and he was just retarded. From then on out, I got a big pile of money out and decided to take his company from him, which I've done. So now he's lost his company.
The boxing world is on fire right now because Andrew Tate didn't just call out KSI. He peeled back the curtain and exposed how one moment of disrespect allegedly cost KSI control of his own company. By the way, before we dive in, 99.8% of the people watching right now aren't subscribed. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming MMA news. And without further ado, let's dive into it. This isn't about fists or knockouts. This is ego, power, and control smashing together at full speed. Blink wrong and you'll miss how one tweet turned into what Tate calls a full-scale corporate execution.
Prediction with Andrew Tate, how does it go?
I saw a lot of fear in his eyes today. I saw him shaking a lot. I'm thinking I get him out of there mid-second round knockout.
Wow. Standing on the knockout.
I stand on the knockout. Every opponent I've faced in the last 2 years I've put down, so this will be no different.
According to Tate, this entire situation kicked off when he tried to show respect to KSI after one of his fights. No insults, no trash talk, just a clean compliment from one fighter to another. But what came back was, in Tate's words, a disrespectful response that flipped a switch instantly. That moment changed everything, and this is where the story turns ruthless.
This whole KSI thing, what the heck is this?
Yeah, KSI was fighting, I can't remember who exactly, to be honest.
I think it might have been Face Temper at that point. It was
someone, and
I remember this interaction.
Yeah, and he said something negative about me, and I replied, I have nothing against KSI.
Yeah.
I have respect for anyone who gets in the ring. And then he replied again, something like, get my balls out your mouth, something stupid.
Right.
And I was like, this whole new generation, you can't even show anyone respect nowadays because everyone.
Oh, it's glazing. Yeah.
Everyone, you can't even be nice to people.
No, never.
It's ridiculous. And from that point, I realized he had to lose his company.
Tate claims that moment made him realize KSI didn't deserve the platform he had built. He says that's when he stopped playing friendly and made a decision that shocked everyone. And when Tate says he decided to take everything, he means replacing KSI as CEO of Misfits Boxing and watching him lose control of his own creation.
KSI made a comment about him that he didn't like.
Why choose Misfits Boxing?
KSI tweeted something that annoyed me about 3 years ago. So long story short, I took his company from him.
I can't tell if it's that or if KSI was like, yo, I don't really want to be like part of it and I want to like just sell it and live and like make my videos. Because KSI's posting like consistent on YouTube now again. It's like this. The only thing that would make sense for KSI would be if he completed the full circle moment of fighting Jake Paul. I think he knows he would lose to Jake Paul. It's too late. So he's like, let me get out. Let me sell my stake in the company. But it's a good storyline for Andrew Tate to be like, I saw this guy. I didn't like him. I bought his company. And that's kind of.
That announcement back in October sent shockwaves through influencer boxing. Misfits Boxing, founded by KSI, Mams Taylor, and the Sauerland brothers, suddenly had a new man sitting at the top. And if you think KSI accepted that quietly, think again. Behind the scenes, things were boiling, and this rivalry hasn't cooled off for even a second.
Tristan and Andrew Tate versus you two.
Oh, that's the fight.
I would love it. The two brothers, that's the fight.
That would be crazy.
Tristan and Andrew. Who would get Tristan? You'd get Tristan. You're more. No, you want Andrew?
Yeah, he'd probably make me take Tristan.
I feel like
because he's the seasoned boxer.
You fight.
That's a good fight.
That's a good fight. That's fun.
You fight Andrew. How would it go?
I would win very, very quickly. I'm excited to see his fight. He's been out of the ring for a long time.
Now here's where things get serious. Tate isn't just talking power anymore. He's stepping back into the ring for the first time in 5 years. This weekend, he makes his return under the Misfits Boxing banner against reigning heavyweight champion Chase DeMoor. And that timing is no accident.
Might have all the experience, 80-something fights, but I think the first thing that goes is your reflexes. I know you have a torn bicep. I know I've seen clips with your eyes. I've seen the pads. I've seen all of that. I just don't think you're a phenomenal enough athlete anymore to step in the ring with somebody like me.
Then why are you still nervous?
Tate says this fight isn't about Chase DeMoor at all. He claims he could swap opponents tomorrow and still sell out the event without blinking. In his mind, this is the Andrew Tate show, and Chase just happens to be standing in the spotlight. That mindset changes everything once the bell rings.
I don't think you're going to knock me out, Chase. Going in there believing you're going to knock me out easily is the biggest mistake you're ever going to make. I promise you that. I promise you. Don't think you're going to get in there and just knock me out easy like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I'm going to go in there and I've made some mistake and I've just signed a contract and haven't taken this seriously. I'm not a fucking idiot, Chase. You understand me? So I think you should take this a lot more seriously, have a little bit more respect for me. I'm now your boss. I respect you as an opponent. I respect you as an athlete. Don't be walking through life saying I'm going to knock Andrew out like it's nothing. Because it's not going to happen like you think it is.
Look, I was filming Love Island last week, so I'm good. My camp's completed. I was having Mai Tais on the beach. This job's done. December 20th. Good night, Andrew Tate. Top G.
DeMoor has been loud, confident, and relentless in the buildup. He's questioned Tate's health, mocked his preparation, and reminded everyone he's been active all year. Tate's response stays ice cold. He admits Chase has more to gain, while Tate has everything to lose, and that kind of pressure cuts both ways.
Yes. Oh, good. Yes.
During their face-off in Dubai, the size difference was impossible to ignore. Chase looked taller, broader, and more physically imposing from the jump. But Tate's camp brushed that off fast, saying boots, clothes, and optics don't win fights. Speed, precision, and timing do, and that detail matters more than people think.
Why Chase DeMoor? Why the champ? Why the GOAT?
I was speaking to Mams at Misfits for a while. I understood I had to become the CEO and take KSI's job. We want to become the biggest sports promotion in the world. And I think the best way to test the quality of our champions is to do it myself. It's not anything personal against Chase. He dislikes me, it seems. I'd fight anyone who had the belt. It's Chase. If it was someone else, I'd fight them. I feel fantastic, and I'm there to perform on the night.
Tate doubled down by saying he's had bigger offers, easier fights, and more money waiting elsewhere. According to him, this matchup was a choice, not a necessity. And when a fighter chooses danger over comfort, you have to ask why, because that answer could decide everything.
Southpaw, ooh, like this is probably his best sparring I've seen him do out of all the stuff I've seen out of all his career. Boom, blocks it, and look what he does. He drops it down, and whack, short shot, pop, pop. Call that the gangster. The gangster right hand. You in the club, you dancing, somebody's feeling on your grill, you don't like attack. You don't get the full extension. It's just a hook. It's a shoulder strike. Beautiful shoulder strike from Andrew Tate. Body shot. He jumps in and hits it. Don't be upset. When you try to hit Andrew in the head, you're not gonna hit him. He's just too good right there. When he fights, he does a good job by going here, and he brings his head forward. And then when the person throws a right hand or a left-handed jab, he pulls back like a snake and whack.
Questions about Tate's real skill level haven't stopped. And that's where Demetrious Johnson stepped in. One of the sharpest minds in combat sports broke down Tate's defense and bodywork in detail. Johnson highlighted Tate's shoulder movement, stance switches, and his ability to slip off the center line. That breakdown changes how this fight looks on paper.
Andrew Tate is back. Back on Misfits, he's fighting.
He's the CEO apparently. It seems like they're trying to set something up with KSI in the future. And so yeah, that's cool to see that.
You still call Tate? Do you still speak to him? I know you had a relationship earlier, I think it was like 2023, you were kind of hanging out with him.
It sounded a little gay.
No, not relationship, but like friendship.
Yeah, we were never friends. I mean, I knew him a little bit, but no, It is what it is. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.
Does he beat Chase DeMoor?
I think he does crush him. I think it's an easy fight for him. I like Chase. I want Chase to do well, but overall, I don't think Andrew Tate would take a fight that he wouldn't be guaranteed almost to win.
Johnson didn't just praise technique, he pointed out habits that frustrate opponents badly. Tate attacks the body, waits for fighters to shell up, then pulls back like a snake when they overcommit. If Chase swings wild, those habits can flip confidence into panic real fast. Inside Tate's circle, the belief is absolute. Aiden Ross echoed that confidence, saying this isn't just physical, it's mental. With mindset, discipline, and experience colliding, this fight is about revenge, power, business, and ego under the Dubai lights.
Does he beat Chase DeMoor?
Obviously. I mean, it's not going to even be close. I heard, I don't know if we can put this in there, but Chibu was up Chase DeMoor in a spar, and that's crazy. And by the way, Chibu's an excellent fighter. Don't get it now, but fucking crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be close. I mean, at all. Andrew's obviously going to finish him. And then hopefully we see Andrew fight KSI next. That's the one that everyone wants to see, for sure.
Pretty good. Would you go to that?
I'll pull up to that one.
You would come.
I'll go to that one. It'll probably be what? Dubai, probably? Yeah. I'll go to that. If they fight, I'll pull up to that for sure. That'd be a good
Wait,
fight.
You went to Dubai to meet him before, didn't you?
I've been to Dubai. Yeah, the first time. That's right. I was in Dubai a few years back, so I'll definitely pull back up again for sure. I would love to. Mam's invited me to this fight next month, but again, we're not gonna, I'm not gonna go to that one, but I'll definitely go to one for sure.
Now it's your turn. Was this all a calculated power move by Andrew Tate, or did KSI underestimate how fast control could slip away? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this fight isn't just happening in the ring, it's happening in the spotlight, the boardroom, and everywhere people are watching.